Hey guys, Rick Stein here, RLS Properties. You just saw the before and after video of a purchase my partner and I did in Edison, New Jersey on 5607 Hannah Road. And Adam always does a fabulous job on the rehab, which means we get top dollar. But I want to explain how we purchased it, how we found the buyer, how we financed it, and what happened when we put it on the market, because that determines if you're going to make money or not, besides the great rehab that Adam did. Okay, a lot of times I get asked as a real estate agent, Rick, can you help me find some distressed properties? Which basically they're asking for bank-owned properties. Bank-owned properties are not necessarily distressed properties because the bank is asking for market value. You're not going to get it at a great discount. You're not. Better to look for a distressed seller, a motivated seller who wants out. In this case, the seller was an old friend of mine who was an agent of mine when I managed a real estate office in New Jersey. She had had a tenant there for about 20 years. Tenancy was ending. She didn't want to be a landlord any longer. And we were able to purchase the property for $300,000. Now, originally she held out for more, but I said, no, $300,000 is it. If you can do better, that's great. About a week later, she called me back. She said, okay, we'll take your offer. We took it as is because my partner, Adam, is a general contractor, so he knew about what it would take to rehab it. We purchased the property for $300,000 on October 24th, about 5 months ago. We had a hard money loan of $227,500, and we escrowed, or the lender escrowed, $27,500 for rehab. You can do that with a hard money loan. In other words, $27,500 towards the purchase price. Here's another $27,500. We'll hold an escrow as you need it for the rehab. And we did need it. Well, where did the rest of the down payment come from? $75,000 or so came from another flip we had closed just prior to purchasing this one, which gave us proceeds of about $100,000. So in effect, we didn't use any of our own money because it just came from the previous property. So we closed for $300,000. Adam did the rehab, which you just saw, and he did a great job. And we placed it back on the market on March 17th, in other words, last week, for $395,000, which was, now this is important, listen to this, market value. I checked my comps. $395,000 was market value. This is merely an investment. It's a number. Do not get enamored with your property. It's not a trophy to sit on the shelf and collect dust. You want to sell it. So you're best off selling it or putting it on the market at most at market value. If you can put it down a little bit less, so much better. Okay. In 4 days, much to my surprise, we had about 50 showings. My phone was exploding. I had an agent do an open house on Sunday. He had 70 attendees. We had 24 offers. It's amazing. Even in a down market, I heard my experiences with the rising interest rates that the market's turning around. It's become a buyer's market. So I didn't expect this. I'll take it. My lowest offer was $395,000, which was the asking price. We accepted $436,500, which is $41,500 above asking. Now listen to this. Since I'm certain it will not appraise for that price, $436,500, I asked for an appraisal waiver. In other words, even if the appraisal comes in lower than the contract price, the buyer agrees to bring the excess cash to the table. And I needed to see, and I got proof of funds. It's one thing to say, okay, I'll bring an extra $25,000 to the table. Do you have it? Let me see proof of funds, which he provided to me. The inspection's being done today, so it's not a closed deal, but I had other offers about the same price range. I want to give kudos to two people. To my partner, Kuhl, whose information is below. He does a great job on rehab. He does not cut corners. He does his best to stay within the budget. Sometimes it goes over. It happens. Price of materials, things happen. But here's the information below. I also want to give kudos to my videographer, Jon Moore of Create More Video, who always does a great job on the video and really captures what we're trying to do. And then myself, I'm the other partner. Jon is not a partner. Jon is our videographer. Adam and I are partners. Here's my information. Should you want more information on how you could participate, possibly as a passive investor, i.e. lender, in any of our projects, I'd be happy to discuss it with you, and there's my information. Hope this helped. Keep looking out for our videos. Take care.